One thing I get asked a lot is, hey Dan, what can I get for around 50, $60? I need some good sound that's comfortable and looks pretty good. And at one time, there wasn't much. But Soundcore, being Soundcore, just come in and disrupt the market altogether. These are the Life P2, and I'm going to tell you all about them in a moment. So here we go again with Soundcore. I say it all the time, and people must think I'm crazy, but I'm not. Until you sample Soundcore products, I don't know how they do it. Time after time, it's home run after home run, and the Life P2 are another home run. Great audio, good battery life, really comfortable, just amazing. But let me get into the details a little bit more with you. So straight off the bat, these remind me of the Liberty Air 2. They just do. They look very similar. They're the stem that goes into your ear. They have a really nice colour on them, actually. They're all matte black with a bronze tone on them, a bronze accent. They look really smart. The only other thing I've seen with this colour range is the Sony WF-XM3, 1000XM3. They have a similar colour, the over ears, and it just looks really nice. They do have touch buttons for controls. They're really well built. The button isn't flimsy, but it also isn't like Creative did with their Outliers, where you need to press the button so hard. This earbud, you're going to come out of this ear. I reviewed that a while ago. If you want to see that, it's back there somewhere. Whoever thought of that, I do not know. Anyway, we talk about the Soundcore here. The buttons on these are great. Easy to control. The colour scheme also goes over to the case, which is USB-C powered, which is awesome. One cable for everything. And you get an extra 33 hours charge time out of this case. Like I say, it's the matte black and it's got the bronze accents. So it looks fantastic. So like I said, they charge via USB-C in the case. They sit there and you can see which goes into which bay. It says left, right, so you can't put them in the wrong one. It's not a problem. Up to 7 hours on the earbuds themselves, which is pretty good. I was getting more 6.5, but it depends on how you use your earbuds. I am full blast, full bass, everything all the time. So it tends to use a bit more power and a bit more juice to get, to shake my dull head around. But yeah, still really good battery life, especially at the price point. And then if you do run them out, like I said before, you got 33 hours of charge time with the case. It's like a total of 40 hours. Battery on this is great. It's no problem whatsoever. And 10 minutes on charge gives you an extra full hour of playback time. These are $60, people. What are these features even doing on a pair of $60 true wireless earbuds? Soundcore, I'll tell you, are coming hard. So the earbuds are not just good when it comes to style, but it's the actual build of them. They're not cheap feeling whatsoever. Normally when you get into this sub $60, $50 range, some of them can feel like a cheap plastic. It's just, you can just tell when you pick them up, they just feel kind of cheap. Not these. No. The build quality on these is every bit as good as the Liberty Air 2. They're outstanding. They use a dense plastic like Soundcore normally does with their products. It's a real solid plastic, and the tips that go on them really comfortable when they're in your ear. Whoever engineered these, the team behind them, need a pat on the back, because at $60 these are some of the best built, comfortable earbuds I have tried. The case is still really well built, but it's not as well built as the earbuds, and this is where I think the cost cutting would come in a little bit. The lid is a little bit more of a thinner plastic and it can wobble a little bit, but it's still very secure. I've not had any problems with it. Flipping it up and down, it's not an issue whatsoever. The case is still really well made, just not as well made as the earbuds themselves. They do, like I say, mirror the colour scheme as well, so it looks pretty good. And like I was saying, the earbuds offer really great comfort, and part of that is because Soundcore have included 5 different ear tips for them. That's what was in my box, 5 different ear tips. You are pretty much guaranteed to find the best fit for you. And once you do find the best fit, and that is really important, I try and say it on all my earbud reviews, that tip selection and tip fitment is key to a better experience when it comes to your true wireless earbuds. And these are the same. You get the right fitment with these, woo, The bass on these is great. They sound almost as good as the Liberty Air 2, but not quite. Not quite. And I can understand why, because the price range. But they offer good mids and they have really nice highs. Vocals come through really clear. I am gobsmacked at how well these sound at $60. Soundcore have really pushed the boat out there when it comes to these things. Another thing these have at $60 is IPX7 rating. What? IPX7, so no problem. Whatever you're doing, that isn't an issue. Ooh, I've dropped them in the pool. Don't worry, pick it up, let it dry off. It's going to be fine. Oh, I'm out in the rain. Not a problem. Wow, I've sweat loads. Not a problem. IPX7 rated at $60. Unheard of. Great feature. The way the controls work on this, whereas the Liberty Air 2 are a touch, these are not. They have the buttons that you press, but they're really comfortable when it comes to pressing them. It's not like you've got to crush the side of your face in to make the commands work. Sadly, they don't control volume, and the reason for that is you can't connect them to the app. They have no app support with these, so you can't customize how you want that button to work, but they do work for everything else: play, pause, skip forward, back, whatever. So very nice controls when it comes to how they work, just sadly no app integration. Phone calls sound really clear on these. I'm well impressed with them. Again, they've got to be the best sounding earbuds when it comes to phone calls at $60 and less. They're super clear. They use the CVC 8.0, so noise reduction works really well as well. People say to me that I sound fantastic when I'm calling them, and vice versa. I can hear them great. Not an issue when it comes to the phone calls. Overall, what do I think of these? Man, I love them. I absolutely love them. At $60, these are a steal, an absolute bargain. You're getting some really great sound with awesome lows. Vocals come through clear and good highs. They look great. The finish on them is matte black with the bronze, so they look really smart. They sound as good as they look. They've got awesome battery life, and they've got the case as well with a 33-hour top-up. USB-C charging, easy to carry around and really comfortable. Like I say, the only negative I've got on these is the fact that they can't connect to the app, which is a shame because for me the Soundcore app is the best app out there when it comes to listening to audio. It's just great and they're always updating it. And the other thing is I could do personally with an extra click of loudness. But you got to remember I'm in my 40s, so my hearing isn't what it was when I was 21. So that could just be me and it's subjective. But they're the only two negatives I can find on these. $60, you're mad to go and buy anything, else at that range. If you're looking at earbuds, $50, $60, these are the ones for you. Links down in the description down there. Amazon affiliate link, like I say to you every time, costs you nothing, but it just helps me out on the back end. Love these. You're going to love them. Go buy them. This is English Dan saying peace.